Wake up! There's bands out there that no one's talking about. What is up with that? There's just bands out there that no one knows about. And I didn't know about half of these until I made this video. We're gonna talk about them, and you're gonna listen to them. Okay? Today we're checking out underrated bands. I try to find 10 bands that are under 100,000 monthly listeners because the title is so much better. Start off with number 1, Mugshot. It's all that's left. Hardcore band. They're heavy. What else can I say? No, they're pretty good. I saw them open up for Orthodox on their recent tour, and then I've been listening to their music since then. My favorite songs off of their older stuff, there's a song called Wasted. It's very true to like that hardcore scene. Or if you're listening to, how do you say this word? Ego Dystonic. I don't know if I'm saying that right. That one's sick. It's their top stream song for a reason. And I tried to, with a lot of the bands on this list, I tried to give one song that was in like their top 5 most streamed songs and one that's kind of like hidden amongst like EPs or old material. But I wanted to try and vary it up a little bit. This next band is so interesting, and I don't understand why they only have 5,000 monthly listeners. That's ridiculous. That's all it's life. They just released a song called Circle of Liars that's really good. You should check that track out. And they have an album, Oh How Carefully We Collapse, with a song called The Rift with Thomas, former bassist / singer from Silent Planet. They're a really cool band. I believe one of the band members, I think the bass has like an upright bass that they play with the bow, something like that. String performers. Let me know what instrument this is. I think it's a cello. I could be wrong. Their live performances are super sick, and the quality of their stuff is really good. So go check them out. All right, next one, pincerplus. No, not Disney Plus. We don't mess with Big Corpo around here, okay? pincerplus, I believe the guitarist was former guitarist for a band called Dealer, and we don't talk about them anymore. They've been a band for a couple years now, since like 2022, and they've been dropping a lot of new material, and the two on my list are some of their old, newer stuff. Yours to Erase is a really good song. It just came out like a week or two ago, and Blue Light Overdose is so heavy. The best part about Dealer, which we don't talk about, was the guitar, in my opinion. So I've been following the guitarist on socials since then, and since he started posting about pincerplus, I've been following them. They're sitting at 17,000, roughly 17,000 monthly listeners. I believe they're from Australia. I'm not too sure. They're great. Next we have Extortionist. With 45,000 monthly listeners. I was trying to find another band on this list. I ended up typing something in wrong, and I found Extortionist, and I was checking them out, and they're pretty good. But they have a song called Cold Concrete that's really good. It's a collab track with The Last 10 Seconds of Life, which I don't really know too much of. And they just dropped a new album recently, I think, in October. So go stream that. All right, next band. Ingested! Yeah! They're really cool. Sitting at 89,000 monthly listeners. Just barely hit the mark for this video. I follow the Glasshouse venue page on Instagram, and they're going to be playing this weekend. I wanted to go check them out because I've heard some of their stuff, and it's pretty freaking good. I also really like Impending Dominance. I think that's a really good track too. It's just heavy deathcore vibes. I guess, what do you call, what death metal? Sure, whatever. But yeah, I just found out about them recently, and they're really good. Next up, we have Graypath. I found these on one of the recommended artists in that recommended artist thing. They have 2,289 monthly listeners. That's nothing. That's super low. They deserve way more love because their stuff is really good. They have a song called Rebirth. It's their most popular song right now. It's a collab track with Levitated. I don't really know them either, but that song's super good. There's a song called Disappear that I think is my favorite from them. They don't have a lot of material out right now since they're fairly new, much like a lot of these other bands on this list, which is great because we get to hop on them early and we get to see their growth. I have a feeling that a lot of these bands are going to get really popular in the next couple years. Next one, Cell. Sitting at 81,000 monthly listeners, this band has done a lot of features with really popular artists in the grindcore scene: Peeling Flesh, Body Snatcher, No Face No Case. There's a lot of really good collab songs that they have, but I wanted to kind of just talk about some of the ones that they produce on their own. There's a song called Beneath the Surface that's really good. It's just chugs and rees. It's a fun time. They have a song with Body Snatcher called Threading the Existence that is also a very good song. All right, talking about one of my favorites on this list, it's a band called Accvsed. Sitting at 82,000 monthly listeners. They're definitely more in the metalcore scene, a little bit lighter than some of the bands on this list, but they have a lot of heavy elements and they have a lot of tech-focused, like synthy electronic stuff. Their top track, Senescence, is really good. It has a lot of that blend of electronic with the metalcore choruses, the clean choruses, but my favorite is a song called Killer of Minds, more on the heavier side of what I feel like this band can do. And you know me, I like some heavy stuff. Great band, definitely worth a listen. Next band on this list, Vicious Rain. Coming in at 23,000 monthly listeners, their top 2 tracks are so good that I just had to include them in my recommends. Ikagi is fast, it's hard-hitting. I was genuinely surprised when I first checked out this band. I didn't know what to expect, and Ikigai really made a good first impression on me. And this second track, Hysteria, is more in that like crunchy, groovy vibe that I really like with a lot of these bands. Definitely recommend checking out those two, and they have a new single out. All right, for the final band, I discovered this band as I was doing research for this video, and oh my, they are so good. This band's called Darkmatter. I think the thing that brought my attention to this band was their most recent singles, mostly just because of the cover art, which is so disturbing. I know it's hard to look at sometimes, but it's so cool looking. The 2 songs that they have under that cover art, I'm assuming it's for their newest album that's coming out, Flashbang and Death in Sonic. Sitting at 18,000 monthly listeners, it's criminal. It's criminal that these bands have so little streams. The streams might be different on other platforms. Obviously, it doesn't translate to their overall success as a band. I'm just judging off of Spotify streams alone, which is not a great metric to begin with. I don't know how they're doing on YouTube or TikTok or iTunes. These are just like 10 bands that I think deserve a lot more love than they're getting right now. I feel like with a lot of the bands that we check out on this channel, a lot of these bands fit in that certain criteria and theme. So if you haven't listened to a lot of these bands and you liked the snippets that I've played for you guys, definitely go listen to their stuff. The whole point of this channel is to shout out bands, show love for the music that's being contributed to the community, and share some fun experiences with you guys. So if we're able to spread word about smaller bands like this more often, there's always a new generation of artists that are coming out into this genre. So I wanted to take a sneak peek and dive in, do some research to see what the best bands are out there that are new and fresh. Go listen to these bands right now, okay? Okay? And then maybe subscribe, please.